Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of BBP News and another episode of Idiots in the News, Week 6. And, I can already I'm already scared. I'm already scared for what we've got in store.
Nick, I have to be completely honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
This idiot in the news, it's one of the shorter ones. I don't think it's going to be high up there in the idiot chart. I do have to be completely honest with you. I don't think it's going to be like an 8 or 9. I think it will probably be in between the 5 and 7.
Well, sometimes we need stories like that. We need stories to kind of balance the scale out a little bit and see how much of a spread there actually is on the scale. We started out with a 6 in week 1. So I'm definitely, if you're saying this is going to be between a 5 and a 7, I'm definitely going to have to base it off week 1 to see where I end up ranking it. So I'm very curious. That story in itself was quite crazy. So now I'm wondering what you have for us.
Well, we're in Florida, so investigators in Florida say 44-year-old Melissa Diego was intoxicated last week when she engaged in a discussion with her husband that turned violent, resulting in her throwing a dinner plate of spaghetti at him. The spaghetti hit him in the torso and landed in his lap. According to the officer's report, quote, the victim was not injured, just covered in meat sauce. They go on to say that when talking to police, she told them that her mini meatballs had bigger balls than he did.
Oh my god. See, I love this for almost its like simplicity, right? You're intoxicated, you're fighting with your husband. What's your first weapon? A plate of spaghetti. Why not?
I can see them at the dinner table, just a small little dinner table. She's getting pissed, throws the spaghetti, lands in his torso, and then proceeds to tell him those mini meatballs are
Yeah.
larger than yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, that,
That
yeah.
that and it you hate to see people fight like that, right? Like, obviously something was going on. But at the same time, oh my god. Just it's so simplistic but so funny, right? Just I can just imagine I don't even I imagine her throwing the plate like a frisbee too, right? And so it just hits him
Yeah.
in the torso, and I almost just see the spaghetti just like flying right at him after the plate like
Hmm.
bounces off.
And
Oh my god.
she was charged with domestic violence, and the judge gave her
Yeah.
husband a protective order, and she
Yeah.
was also given an alcoholic tracking device.
Okay. And understandable charges. This one's this one's more funny than anything else.
So, on a scale 1 to 10, 1, she's a genius, 10, she's the dumbest person alive. Where do we fall?
I mean, based on again, we're gonna have to base this off of week 1, and as funny as this one is, or as entertaining as this one is, I can't. It doesn't match week 1. I'll give it. I'll give it a 4.
A 4.
A
That's the
4.
lowest we have so far.
Yeah.
That's the lowest. And since it's a 4, I decided I need to leave Florida for a little while. Let some craziness happen in Florida for a little while, and then come back next week. We'll be traveling to the wonderful state of Pennsylvania to see what their idiots are up to. We haven't been
Okay.
to Pennsylvania yet.
We haven't. We haven't. We're getting a little closer to home with that one, so I'm very curious. I'm almost just waiting for the day where we end up in New York.
And
But
we
I guess
find out
we'll.
it was you. Or, I mean, sorry, I can't anymore.
Yeah, right. No kidding. But I feel that we'll get to New York eventually, but Pennsylvania next week. I'm excited. I'm curious, and I can't wait.
That is the end of this Idiots in the News. Make sure you come back Friday morning for a wrap of the week's news so you are in the know to head into your weekend. And Nick will be back here with me Saturday morning for a Saturday Good News. So I'm looking forward to that.
Whoop, whoop.
Best time of, that's the highlight of the weekend when Nick does a good news weekend. But until then, make sure you follow us on Twitter for the latest 24-hour breaking news and check out our personal accounts. Until Friday morning, have a great rest of your weekend, everybody.
Bye, guys.